What's up guys, my name is Huber. Welcome to DISASTERMAX Rebuild Part 4. We got a lot of big updates today, a lot less moving stuff around, and a lot more wrenching on the Duramax. A lot of big stuff going down, so let's jump right into it. So last time we checked in with the Duramax, we had just left David's house. We had the frame just sitting on the rotors, whole body's off. Now we need to get the wheels on it and get it off the trailer. This way we can get it in the garage, get it completely stripped down to just the bare frame, and actually start swapping components over to the new frame. All right, time for the wheels to go on and get this thing off the trailer. Ain't that some shit? I really wish I remembered to put a strap on that thing after I put the wheels back on it. Damn it! Oh, this is like King of the Hammers all over again. So, I got a jack under the front of the trailer. It's got the ass down on the ground damn near. I'm trying to keep the steering straight, so ran an X here with some ratchet straps on the Pitman arm and idler arm. Doesn't feel like it'll move. I can't get it to steer, so that'll keep it straight when I yank it back. I think this is close enough on the ground. Just to clear up some confusion here, this frame right here, the one that's been in the garage, the one that you guys saw me ripping the red body off of, this is my new frame. This is my donor frame. This was a 6.0 heavy duty truck. This is the one that I'm using for my Duramax motor, my Duramax body, all of that. Sorry it's a little shaky. I'm back using my phone again. So we're gonna get this thing pulled out, put out on the road, ready to get loaded up on the trailer and brought to the car wash tomorrow because it is filthy. Got to get the Duramax frame in, just get it off the road at least before people start calling me in thinking I got some sort of sketchy chop shop going on. But obviously this is the old frame for the Duramax. You know, I keep saying the thing's bent, which is why we're replacing the frame, and you can see the whole front frame rail's crunched. It's actually bent up a little bit too. So this will come in tonight. Fuel tank dropped, fuel lines, anything Duramax related, rear end, things like that dropped. We'll get this frame just leaning up against the house for the time being and get ready for this one in here. So we'll get this one ready to load, get it to the car wash tomorrow when it's a little bit warmer, get it cleaned up, and then I can actually start prepping it and painting it and getting it ready for the body. So I know a lot of you guys are gonna be confused over the whole factor of like me having 4 different styles of facial hair and just growth and then clean shaven, then growth again. This whole deal was filmed over about a week and a half. It's been super busy working 12 hours a day, having the new baby, trying to film, trying to build the truck, trying to edit. It's just been a shit show. So this whole build has been over about a week and a half. I actually did film loading up the new chassis and taking it to the car wash and taking it back off the trailer, which ended up being a massive shit show. But I promised you guys that I wouldn't have an entire video of me just moving shit around and pushing it on trailers and pulling it off trailers. Of course it couldn't have came off the easy way, huh? Just had to take out the other fender with it. Sorry, Dad. So with that, we're gonna jump right into tearing these frames down and getting them ready to swap everything over and start getting this thing actually back together finally. It's been a long road, but we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's definitely all up from here. So I'm getting ready to strip this frame down and get it to just the frame rail so I can drag it out of the garage. And I ran into a slight issue. I've obviously got the tools for everything I need here, except for one little fucking thing. There's still a spare tire! I don't have any of this stuff. I don't have a way to turn that. So, we're gonna make it the quick way. And yes, my GoPro died again. So I'm gonna be shooting this one-handed. Wish me luck. Come back. Okay, that problem solved. Now let's strip this thing down. Let's see how fast I can actually get this done. I got my whiskey and Dr. Pepper. I got my chassis. Got some air tools. And I kind of want to time myself and see how fast I can slam this out. Now, I'm expecting 30 minutes. I got to drop the rear axle, leaf springs, control arms on the front, wheels, tires, fuel tank, blah, 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 blah. You know, I want to go inside actually. Let's do it 20 minutes. The hardest part is I wouldn't drop the fuel tank tonight, but as some of you may know, the leaf spring bolt on the front of the driver's side is actually right up against the fuel tank. As you can see, it's down in there. When you try to pull it out that way, it just smacks into the fuel tank and you can't get it out. So either you have to cut the bolt off, which I want to do this without cutting, or just end up dropping the tank, which I need to do anyways. So we're gonna double check for you guys. Everything still attached. Haven't fucked with anything. Wife's phone, 906. Let's get after it. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, let's check the time though. Oh. Now, I feel like I got that done pretty good time. Definitely could have done it a lot faster if I wasn't drinking. But as you guys saw, it was pretty leisurely. I mean, I was stopping to hit my mod. I was stopping to hit my drinks. I was running back and forth for tools because I didn't have a lot of my tools handy. I mean, I'm sure it could have been done a lot quicker if I wasn't sitting around drinking beforehand and during. But I mean, that's what it's about. You're not always doing this because you have to. You know, most of you guys watching this and, you know, guys that are into these hobbies, you know, we do it because we love it. And if you can't sip a nice cold drink after work, relax and wrench on a truck, why bother? So, you know, the point of this wasn't to brag about how fast I can tear down a truck. It wasn't to, you know, make a point. It wasn't to prove anything. It was to show you that just an hour after work, you know, you can accomplish things that you'd be putting off for weeks. I haven't wanted to work on this. You know, my kid just came. I don't want to be out here wrenching, but this truck's got to get done, and I got to be out here doing what I got to do. So, sorry for the shakiness. Back on the iPhone. GoPro sat in my lunchbox at work all day dying. But anyways, so most of this video is not going to be like this. But anyways, it's one of those deals, you know, anyone can do this. Anyone can. It's just a matter of having the drive and having the ambition and having the will and want to get your ass out here and wrench, you know. A solid hour in the garage and, I mean, look what you can accomplish. You know, like I said, I didn't want to do this. I have to. I got to get this truck done. And so why not have a little bit of fun with it and try to get it done as fast as I can, because now I get to go in, cuddle with my hot ass wife and have another drink and go to bed. All right guys, we got the whole of this out of the garage clean now. Obviously I didn't film it because why the fuck do you care about that? But, chassis, still stripped. Rear end's out of the way. All of my engines are moved. Whole floor is clean. Now we're gonna drag this over here and actually pull that other chassis in next to it. This way we can swap all the little parts, you know, fuel lines and little things like that I want to see exactly how they came off so I can put them back where they went. Should be fairly painless. As you can see, all the engines, transmissions, D-cases, everything's stuffed over here. Made some room, but it's a fucking disaster. So after this truck comes out, it's gonna be one hell of a cleaning session. Definitely free up some space. Let's bring another chassis in, get started on the teardown on that one now. By the way, I'm not filming tearing this one down. I already tore this one down on camera. Don't need to tear that one down on camera. You guys already seen it once, you'll need to see it twice. So with that, I'm gonna get started. We'll check back. Frame strip is complete. As you can see, got a nice fresh mustache. Had to get clean shaven last night, had to go back to work. But tonight, we got the fuel lines off, brake lines off, a few other mounts, all the little plastic tabs, all just the little bullshit that you start missing after you get all the big stuff off. So, as you can see, she's completely clean. I'm gonna have to degrease and brake clean a few things. Oh, I missed that one, don't mind that. Thing is filthy, and take in mind, this is after I took it to the car wash and spent like 30 minutes on the frame. So, I got the frame stickers off. Obviously they don't match the bins anymore. All the little plastic tabs, everything off. I mean, down to everything. This is as raw as a frame as you can get, besides, obviously, bump stops and my hangers, because why the fuck do I care if I get overspray on those? So, the plan is gonna be to obviously get the wire wheel on this. I'm not gonna get crazy on it. I haven't developed a meth addiction yet, so I'm not doing the insides of the frame. I don't care. This side's filthy. I'm not loading this on the trailer and going to the car wash again and cleaning it right. I don't care. The rest of it's all clean on the outside. Truck's gonna end up on 40s at some point, so why the fuck do I care about getting the frame that clean? It's not a pavement pounder. It's not gonna be taken easy on. I don't care. So, got my Rust-Oleum sitting over there. Nice, good equipment paint, something that'll hold up long term. Just gonna get the wire wheel on all the rough spots, all the high spots, you know, spots on the outside where there's a little bit of excess of that Chevy goo. I'm just gonna take my torch and just get it super hot and scrape it off with a blade. Besides that, I mean, we're gonna be pretty much ready to go. As soon as I get this wire wheeled and sprayed, we're done. All right, frame is stripped somewhat. I got the super greasy parts that were soaked into that undercoating and got all the high and low points. Once again, I don't care that much. It's gonna be a wheeler, it's gonna be a daily, it's gonna be a beater, it's gonna do all. So, got all the nasty shit, got all the big shit. Obviously, shop is an absolute disaster. So, gonna take a minute, clean everything up, heat this place up a little bit more, and then we're gonna start laying paint. You know, I really got to do something better in the future for this indoor painting projects when it's, you know, the middle of fucking winter and snowing and raining and gnarly out. Oh, I don't know if you can see. That is some gnarliness. That's a lot of fucking vapors. I feel like shit. But, got my first coat done. I'm out of paint. So that's all we're gonna have for tonight. You can see, got a lot of black down. Ran through a few cans. Got the majority of the shit we need done. I'm mostly focusing on everything under the engine, under the front end, and under the cab. You know, that's the biggest parts I want to get right now because I don't plan on taking this cab off anytime soon again. That's all for this week, guys. I feel like we made huge progress on the truck. The thing's ready to go. All we got to do is start slamming on the drivetrain. We're going to have the motor together next week. All I got to get done on that is the fuel system and the accessory brackets. On the frame, we'll have the fuel lines in. We'll have everything basically ready to go. I'm gonna do a torsion key install for you. So any of you that don't know how to do that, we'll go through it all and break it down for you. Basically by next week, I wanna have this truck ready to go for the body. I wanna have the engine trans T-case in the chassis sitting up on its own weight. We're getting stuff done quick. We're getting super excited to get this truck finished. So I've got a new plan for the truck. I know I'm always swapping back and forth, but we're settled, we're done. I know exactly what we're doing this time. It's just a matter of money, when I can get this thing together. For now, at least, I'm gonna have a nice, clean, level Duramax on 35s. I'm gonna do a raised bumper mod on it. I'm gonna have clear headlights, clear corners, newer tow mirrors. The truck will be a nice, super clean daily driver for the time being until it's ready to go up on 40s. So the sooner I can get the cash together, the sooner I'm gonna get this truck done. It all just depends on what's going on in my day-to-day life. So tune in next week. We're gonna have massive updates coming. And if you don't already subscribe, hit that button, like, tell your friends, get at me on Instagram. Tell me what else you wanna see when this build's done. And we'll keep it coming. Thanks, guys. Later.